Oh wow, everyone. Welcome back to In Stars and Time. Last time it was doozy. Wow, we in our self-loathing, self-doubt spiral felt like we had ruined our relationships with our entire party and decided it was on us to go face the king ourselves. We then proceeded through the house. The house was falling apart. Reality was falling apart around us. It was an absolute mess. We finally made it to the king and then 1v1'd the king until we got I guess we got time stopped.
We got time stopped.
Yeah.
I think we confirmed we got time stopped.
We got time stopped, which made things just worse for us. Just worse for Sif here. Because they were essentially time stopped into that space of self-loathing and self-despair. Amazingly, though, our friends, our family, who love us so very dearly, had followed us into the house. Mirabel was able to unfreeze us, and we were all able to Uno reverse card and freeze the king, which I think may have done something.
Well, I mean, but what had been occurring outside of the conflict with the king was the very disintegration of a wish itself.
Yes.
Because what we realized is that there had been a wish, specifically Sif's wish, although we realized later that it was a shared wish between all of us to not part ways at the conclusion of our journey.
Yes.
That the reason that the discussion with the head housemaiden was viewed as the end is because that was the moment when everybody would split and part ways. And Sif didn't want that, but turns out nobody else wanted that either. And because the wish was doing a bad job of actually fulfilling the needs of its people, for instance, Sif, whose wish was to stay with their friends, to stay with their party and never have to leave them, had left them and was fighting alone and, had broken their relationships with them. And so the wish began to crumble and the world along with it.
Yep.
That's why the house was disintegrating. That's why the sky got rent with red.
And then Sif transformed essentially.
Yeah, and then we went Gigantamax mode and got to fight our party in order to again trying to protect our wish to stay with them by fighting them. Good job, Wish.
Thanks, Wish. Oh, Sif. And then we finally reached the point where what we really, really, really just needed to do was talk with our family. And we finally were able to reveal what Sif had wished for, as well as learn what we knew all along was that they love him. And
no, 100%. I give it a little bit of a neutral hand wave, only in that I think Sif still never actually communicated. We somehow got through the whole game without Sif properly communicating.
Yeah.
But at least to what you said before the episode started, at least we did our Spirited Away handhold fall.
Yes.
And shared some of our thoughts and feelings with one another. So that was good.
There was that. Oh man, I'm just thinking about the head housemaiden breaking as well was also absolutely
and then we knocked
wild.
her off the building.
And then
she's fine. Euphrasy's fine.
She's fine. She's here. Whatever. So yeah, we're here to now speak with our family, speak with our companions, and then I guess speak with the head housemaiden and see where things go from here.
Yeah.
See if what happened to our wishes, because essentially there were 3 wishes that were active that were all competing with each other.
Yeah, although we don't know, because the one to save Vogard was done without a ritual, we don't actually really know, how in effect that was.
Yes. Yeah, or at least,
but then
Euphracy thinks that the ritual could have been done incorrectly.
Well, but that was pre a lot of
that's
information.
True. Yeah, that's
true. That was 5 steps back.
But they did do a ritual.
No, well, we don't know.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
And then
we don't
Sif's wish was not even spoken out loud. So,
That's
anyway.
true.
Who do you want to start with?
That's a great question. I feel like we always start with Odile, so maybe we start with Odile and then go clockwise like we often do. Okay. Sif doesn't have his hat anymore. It got blown off when we were falling forever.
Yeah.
Oh,
buddy, your roots are intense.
Yes. We also noticed in the starting screen when he's laying in the field that he was smiling.
Yeah, little soft smile.
Little smile.
Odile.
Oh, Sifrin.
You look rested.
Yeah, you look rested. Is your fever better?
You nod. You feel a little lightheaded and weak still. But you don't feel as off as you felt earlier.
We were using a lot of craft.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mana sickness.
There was a lot of craft being thrown around, both before, during, and after proceeding through the house. And just, yeah. Absolute craft berserker mode out of Sif here.
No kidding.
Good. I'm glad you're feeling better. You really worried us earlier. We were really, really worried for you, Sifrin. Oh, also, I'm going to repeat myself. 1, I forgive you out of the goodness of my heart, which means that 2, you don't need to apologize.
But
what's wrong? Oh, these sprites are cute.
I think everyone is taking what I did a little too well.
What? Your time loops, or how much of a stupid, annoying crab you've been? Don't worry. We'd tell you if we were mad. Maybe for some of us, the questions and anger will come later. But isn't it good that for now we're okay with it all?
But you shouldn't be okay with it.
Sifrin, yes, you said horrible things yesterday which made us all upset and angry. But then, we learned you went through the house alone and went through it all on your own. And we learned that those horrible things you did them because you'd been going depressed and insane. Because you were repeating the same 2 days for a very long time. A time loop that started because you wanted to stay with us so much you were, subconsciously or not, willing to trap yourself over it. Do you know how it makes us feel?
Upset? Disgusted? Horrified? Disgusted seems to be Sif's favorite word.
Yeah, I don't want to say that. Horrified? I don't know. Yeesh. I can't speak for everyone, but... Oh. But I think it's the cutest thing I've ever heard.
You would not believe the pain I've inflicted in the time loops. You don't know what I'm capable of, Odile.
Yeah.
And more to the point, the pain I didn't inflict during the time loops. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you have no way of knowing.
I don't know how I feel about that reaction.
No, I just don't feel like that's the right reaction to have. It's like I'm so sorry that you suffered. I love you. We're gonna get through this, but
You're
also
so
it's
cute.
like, man.
Yeah, come on. Yeah, like
cute.
Sifrin. You love us so much. You use some forgotten craft power to stay with us forever. That's cute.
That is not cute. That's
cute.
No!
Can't change my mind.
You But you can't help but laugh. That's not cute.
It's very cute. Sifrin, sure, you might think you messed up yesterday. And maybe you did. And I'm sure I'm not the only one feeling like this. But I feel like I messed up yesterday too.
Huh?
I didn't talk to you. I didn't try to figure out what was wrong, even though something clearly was wrong. And I just feel like I could have done more to help you, is all. I can tell you disagree. That's all right. We can both feel guilty, and hopefully our guilt will cancel each other out eventually. But please remember this. We want you to stay for a bit longer too.
That's not what she said.
Is
but
that
that's okay.
what did she say?
We want to stay with you for a
We
bit
want
longer
to stay
too.
with
Yeah.
you a bit longer too. Because we feel the same way you do. We care for you. We want you to be happy. We want to spend more time with you. And one day, this new journey that we are starting together, it'll end. It's inevitable that we'll all go our separate ways eventually. But even if we're not together, even if we're in completely different places from each other, I know that I won't forget the times we spent together. I won't ever forget you, Sifrin. None of us will. I'll even say the dreaded L word if you're still not convinced we care for you, but don't push your luck. Okay?
You nod.
Good. And really, Sifrin, if I got upset every time some child decided to be mean to me, I'd always be upset. Don't worry about it. Like I said, I've already forgiven you. I hope you'll forgive me for not trying harder to find out what was wrong, too.
Okay.
Okay. Now get out of here and go talk to everyone else. This emotional talk tired me out.
Not the battles or anything?
Of course not, silly. I have a body in peak physical condition. Go away now, Sifrin.
She ruffles your hair and pushes you away with a smile. You smile back. Bon!
Bonnie! Hey, friend!
Bonnie.
Huh? Huh? What's wrong?
I'm sorry for yesterday.
Oh, okay. For what, though?
For, being mean. And trying to make you stronger and stuff. And making you cry.
Oh, nah, it's okay. I get it. You were weird and mean yesterday because you were hungry and sick.
What?
I get it. I do. Me and my sister also get really cranky when we're hungry or sick. One time, I broke her favorite bowl because I was hungry, and another time, she yelled at me very loud because I didn't clean my room and she was sick. And you were hungry and sick at the same time! And also, you were sad, right? Because you thought we were all leaving? And because we didn't notice you were sad before? Because we don't remember it? Because you went through the same day a bunch of times and we didn't know? Odile said you were stuck in a time loops or something. I don't really get it, but isn't it like... It's like you had to go to school every day without a day off or even a lunch break, right? Like, you had to sit at school and the teacher taught you the exact same thing every time and you had to act like you didn't know the thing and you had to do that for a very long time?
I love that sprite. It's very perceptive. Bon. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Whoa. But see? I've never been hungry and sick and sad, still had to go to school at the same time before. Oh, and had to go to school. Yeah. I think that if I was, I would blow up the world. That's how mean I would be.
You would blow up the world, huh?
Blow up this whole crabbing world. And you were only mean to us, which is 4 people. But then you went through the whole house on your own. And you almost beat the king, too. And you almost blew up the world, I think, but not really. And it only made the sky go weird for a bit instead, so it's fine. I think that, balances it out.
Balances it out.
Oh, yeah, that.
Okay. I'm still sorry, you know. I tried to protect you, and I did the exact opposite. I shouldn't have done what I did.
It's okay. You were just being stupid. Za told me adults can be stupid, too. It happens. So, try not to be stupid anymore.
I'll try. Bon.
Yeah! Oh!
Cuties! Bonnie hugs you tightly. You hug them back. You have practice now, after all.
So cute. So cute. Oh.
It is interesting that despite us obviously not having these conversations in this loop, everybody is being very physically affectionate with Sif.
Yeah, there has been a lot of physicality.
Which, again, it's just interesting because we've not given them any indication that would be different now that we've been training ourselves,
right.
But still.
Because I was like, oh, wait, Bonnie should have given, like, the I'm about to hug you,
but we didn't have that conversation yet. So this is just kind of interesting.
Yeah. Hey, Mira.
Sifrin! Are you feeling better? You looked so sick earlier. I got really worried.
I'm better now, Mira.
I'm very glad. Are you?
You have to say it. I'm sorry about what I said earlier. Yesterday.
Oh.
It was, it was out of line. I'm sorry.
Sifrin?
And it came out wrong. It's just that before, in another loop, you said...
No, stop!
You flinch and stop talking.
Sorry for yelling. Sorry, I mean, it's just... I don't want to hear about that. About anything that happened with any past Mirabels, I mean. And what happened with them for you to know, and what happened for them, oh my god, what happened with them for you to know, stuff yesterday?
Oh.
I can guess what you must have talked about with them, and I don't want to know. Even if it helps then, I don't want to know. I want to figure it all out on my own, and not because, you know,
Spoilers?
Spoilers! Exactly! You know spoilers about me! I don't like the idea of you or anyone knowing things about me that I don't know about. So, I hope you can understand that I don't want to hear about it.
You hated it when everyone acted like they knew more about your feelings than you. Of course you understand. You nod.
Oh, good. But, all that aside, quite honestly, Sifrin, a lot has happened in the last day or so. We looked for you. We met a star. We went up the house. We beat the king. You were sick and barely responding. The head housemaiden acting weird. We had to fight you. We saved the country. We decided to keep traveling again. I'm digesting Bonnie's snacks we just got. I'm sleepy. So many things happened, all with their specific emotions tied to them, from happiness to fear to relief. So, what you said to me yesterday is ranking pretty low overall on the list of things I'm thinking about.
Oh.
But maybe when I'll have time to process everything that happened, maybe I'll be angry then at what you said. But
If you do, tell me.
Huh? Alright, if you want, but why?
So you can, scream at me, I guess?
Oh, no. Saffron, I don't want to scream at you, even if I am angry.
But
If I do feel angry, we can deal with it then. But please don't say things like that. Knowing you're expecting me to scream at you, it makes me sad. Is that how you see me? I'm sorry.
no, I just...
Well, I don't want to scream at you, even if I get angry. So I won't. And I can tell you regret what happened, too. And it counts for more than you think. And I also feel bad about what happened.
Why?
I feel like since you were always so mysterious and cool, I didn't really try to know more about you. Because of the aura, the mystique. You look like you have secrets, delicious secrets. And people probably ask you about them all the time, and I didn't want to bother you when it's not any of my business. So I never asked you anything about yourself or how you were feeling. But everything that happened to you made me realize you're someone who's actually very shy and introverted, like me. And you wouldn't tell anyone anything they didn't ask for. Because why would you tell them something out of the blue, right? It's better to stay silent and not tell anyone anything about you and how you're feeling, right?
Right! I don't want to bother anyone with my problems, so...
So I'll keep my feelings here until I die!
You nod.
I feel the same thing about the king! About being the chosen, about having to save everyone! Everyone was counting on me, so I didn't want to bother them with my problems.
But the problems still exist, even if you ignore them.
Exactly! We're very similar in that way, aren't we? But what I'm getting at is, you were dealing with so much in the last 2 days, and I didn't insist enough, and...
Oh.
So, Saffron, during this journey we're about to start together, we should talk more, the two of us, about things, about how we feel, so we can help each other out, and so we have someone to, hold us accountable, and feelings, if that's okay. Maybe you'd like to talk to Isaba over her deal instead.
I'd love that, Mira.
Oh, yee! Feeling buddies!
Feelings, buddies. You nod firmly at each other, and then grin. It's gonna be really painful if this gets ripped away from us, which I still have not counted out.
I also keep thinking in the back of my mind that we're gonna talk to the head housemaiden and
It's
we're
gonna
loop
fucking
back,
reset,
and
yeah.
It's gonna fucking reset,
Yeah.
and then the game's gonna end.
Yeah, probably. I've been thinking about that too.
Yeah. I mean, we need to talk to Loop. Where's
Yeah.
Loop in all this?
I don't know, because Loop was involved in this whole rescue and then isn't here, so yeah.
Suspicious. But also, I do keep thinking that it's gonna suddenly loop back,
Yeah, me
and
too.
I'm really nervous.
Ugh, boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Or it's gonna be left ambiguous.
Or it's gonna be left ambiguous.
Ah!
It's gonna like cut to black, but we're gonna hear the loop music, but then the credits are gonna roll or something like that. Yeah.
Ah!
We'll see.
Yep,
Or
yep.
it's nice. I don't know.
We shall see.
I just don't trust it.
Okay, I need to think about what we'll need to bring on this new journey. So go and talk to everyone. But you can talk to me later too, if you want.
You smile. Hey, Issa.
Hey, Issa.
Our relationship is fundamentally wrecked
Oh.
by things you don't know or can't understand.
It's
okay.
Yeah. Hey, Sif.
I'm sorry about everything I said. It wasn't cool and you didn't deserve that and you were just trying to help and...
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Okay, take a breath, buddy.
You take a big breath.
Yeah, Sif. And the stuff you said yesterday was so accurate and cutting, too. My poor little heart was so hurt.
Your face falls.
I was so hurt yesterday I couldn't do anything except lie in bed crying and think about what horrible spirit possessed you. And hey, no, stop making that face. I'm kidding. Sorry.
But...
Sif. I mean... Oh! I mean... Oh my God.
I'm sorry.
She does sound like Blue's Clues
She
right
does
now.
have a little bit of Blue's Clues going on.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. You hurt my fifis. Why'd you call them that? My ling-lings.
Okay,
Stop,
buddy.
But it was also kind of cool.
What? What?
I don't know. Sometimes someone reads you a little too well and it's like, oh crap, that's so true. Why would you say this? Ow! But also, like, oh, you paid that much attention to me?
Oh. Your cheeks feel impossibly warm all of a sudden.
And I'm guessing a lot of what you said was stuff we talked about before in your loops, right?
No, we don't talk. I mean...
And I must have repeated the same things a lot, but weirdly enough, I feel a little flattered. Thank you for seeing me this clearly.
What the... You can't help but laugh.
If you still feel bad, you can say something nice to me later. Balance things out. But I'm not mad about it. It was interesting. But also, don't do that stuff again. You get a pass because you were sad and also going crazy.
You nod. I'll be sure to only say nice things in the future.
Yay! Then feel free to tell me all the stuff you want. And I'll do the same. Actually, speaking of stuff to tell, can I tell you something, maybe?
You try to inhale. You try not to inhale sharply.
If that's okay. I just have something to tell you, and I feel like this is the moment.
You nod.
Oh, crap! Okay, well, I don't know. Sif, are you sure? Is it okay if I tell you something now?
If I was Isabeau, sorry, real quick. If I was Isabeau and I knew that yesterday I had been thinking about confessing my feelings to Sif, my immediate thought would be like, oh man, how many times have I confessed to Sif?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
I mean, I'd probably internalize the whole you're such a coward and you never actually say anything and be like, I don't know. I'd probably be having a little bit of a crisis. I don't know if I would dive straight into this right now.
It seems like he was starting to evaluate that crisis a little bit, but then is just trying to power through it now.
Which I respect. I just like...
Yeah. Which maybe is like, maybe this is you've heard me not say the thing for so long, fuck, and you called me out on it.
Unless
I need
he'd
to just
assume
do
that he said the thing. I think I would assume that I'd said the thing because he tried like multiple different times. So like, he can't know that Bonnie kept interrupting with snacks and that he'd chicken out in the clock tower every single time, and like he can't know that.
I guess that's true.
I don't know. I'd probably be like, I've confessed to this person 70 times and I'm gonna crawl under a rock. It's like I don't know.
I could see it either way, honestly.
Yeah.
I could see it as like oh god, I need to fucking say it now.
Yeah.
Versus, oh, I've said it so many times and now I'm feeling like a coward right now. What's wrong with me?
Or just
Yeah.
like I don't know. I just feel like I'd probably hide from this conversation.
I feel
I
like
would simply not.
I feel like there's a secret third option, which is you probably know what I was trying to say to you all those times.
Yeah.
We're in a situation here.
But I care about you a great deal, and I'd like to work through it.
Yes,
yeah, like,
but
you know,
I care about
yeah.
you a lot, and I want to do this in the way that respects both of us.
Yeah.
Let's, I don't know, take a beat.
Yeah.
And work.
Figure out how we can have this conversation like
Yes.
on an even playing field. Yeah, no,
Yes,
yeah, exactly.
That's what I feel like would be the thing to do. But maybe we'll get there.
Maybe.
But I don't know. Okay. Because it might be a lot, and you've just been through a lot today already, and I want to make sure you'd be fine if I told you, and...
How interesting. Even now, his hand is reaching out to you. Hovering. Unable to take the first step. Also, the last time... I don't know. Also, I'm not sure if I was Sif, I'd be handling this very well.
Yeah.
Gently, you take his hand and hold it tightly. He inhales sharply. The universe seems to hold its breath.
I shouldn't wait, right? I should just go for it, right? And tell you?
You just look into his eyes and wait.
Okay. Okay then, Sif? Sif. Please don't say Sifrooney. Okay. Thank God.
Someone just drop his hand. I'm sorry, I need to take a lap. I'll be back.
Give me a sec. I really, really liked traveling with you during this journey. I really care about you. You're one of my best friends, my comedy partner, an incredibly important person to me, and I love you, Sif. I love you so much. I love talking to you and hearing your jokes and seeing the little smirk you made right before telling one, and how you're so nice, how you always listen to what everyone has to say. Oh God, oh boy. How you always try to give good advice, even though you're not always very good at it. Oh, and I love your eye. Your hair is so soft, and I love that you're small and cute, but like in a way that a very sharp cooking knife with flowers and little hearts is small and cute. And like, I like how your face looks when you eat something you like, and how you hide your face under your hat when you feel embarrassed, and how you look all focused when you play when you watch a play or read a book, and...
Oh, stars.
Oh.
You feel like lightheaded.
Me too, man.
You sway a little.
Oh, sorry. I got a little excited. Oh, man. I felt like I couldn't stop talking. Like I was sitting on this forever. Did you hear all of this already? Did I just repeat myself like an idiot when I already confessed a bunch of times?
No, that was the first time for me too.
What? Weird. Oh, and cool. Oh well. Well, now you know. I love you, Sif. I love you. You better not forget it.
I won't, Issa. Thank you for telling me. And I love you too, Issa.
Oh, crap, yeah!
I can say that with a little more enthusiasm.
Yeah.
I love you too, Issa.
Well,
I'm feeling a little overwhelmed as me and Sif, so
I'm trying to interpret this as a catharsis moment, but I'm
really
not there
not
yet.
For me. I think what's weird is this game has trained me so thoroughly to be uncomfortable.
Yeah. Oh, I have
with
bonked
these
my mic
two.
here.
I know that's a weird thing to say, but like I just don't feel like more than half of the things Issa said are like maybe dubiously true about
Yeah.
Sif at this point. It's just like it's like maybe get to know this person
Yes.
again because I don't know.
What's so interesting, and I know we talked about this like off recording a little bit, is that like neither of us ship them now anymore. Like
I did, and
I did.
And to be clear, I adore Isabeau. Isabeau might be, well, no, Sif's my favorite character. These are my two favorite characters.
These are great characters.
I love these characters, and I shipped them initially, but the game did a really good job of talking me out of that.
Of systematically sort of deconstructing and pulling that apart like over time, you know?
And it's not that they're not good for each other, because they are. Isabeau's like perceptiveness and intelligence and just like stalwart love and loyalty is kind of exactly what Sif needs.
Yes.
It's a little bit more the reverse that's like the challenge for me right now, is that like I don't know if Sif's in like the right headspace, right? I'm not even sure if Sif's out of the time loop. Let's be real here.
That's
like,
true.
I just
but there's like I mean, Isabeau even said it too. I'm like, well, I should fucking say this, right? I should say this.
It's good. It's good.
Like,
and he should, but also maybe I don't know.
And Sif has also, I mean, both of them have been sitting in this place of like at least I mean, definitely Issa in this place of yearning, and then Sif in this place of like I want you to do something, but also I don't know, it just, and then it got so toxic and complicated because of Sif's the way Sif approached the situation and removing any agency from Issa and at the end of it all. But also Issa doesn't know that.
No, I know, and I also just realized what the issue I'm having with all of these scenes is. It's the exact same issue I noted at the end of the last episode. Sif is still not communicating.
Yeah.
Every single one of these is the party member to Sif. Mm-hmm. We forgive you, we love you, we want you there. We are being explicit with our wants and our needs. And then Sif will respond and like meet them where they're coming from. But like, I don't know. I just feel like, again, communication would be great right now.
Yeah.
I realize that's like a weird thing to do in the big climactic, possibly epilogue of the game, where it's like, now it's nice because Sif went through so much horror, and this is, you know, on the back end they're still loved, and in a game about nihilism, this is the moment where it's like there's still meaning and connection, and even if you hurt the people around you, they can still love you, and all those great things. But the communication still never happened. You know what I mean? It's like the thing that I don't know. I'm struggling here. It's like Sif's just like okay now, and I don't know how to deal with that.
I understand. I mean, Sif is approaching all of them and explicitly apologizing and attempting to start communication in all of them. Like, you know, he goes to each of them and is like, I'm sorry for the things I said.
All cut
I'm sorry
him
for
off.
what I did. You're right. Yeah. And I think maybe that's part, I mean, Sif loves this group, but I think that in and of itself, it reflects sort of like how we ended up in this place in the first place, because of the dynamic that's established between all of them and Sif. Like, it's Sif, like, you know, being this quiet introverted person that has like morphed into this fear of communication and connecting. Again, it's deep and complicated because Sif has all of this trauma and
around forgetting and losing things.
The aspect of forgetting and not having a home. So like there's the layers and layers and layers to like the parfait that is Sif. But then on the flip side, you have this group that is, you know, they just like thrive off of connection. I mean, in different ways. I mean, Odile and Mirabel are more aligned with Sif in ways than I think any of them really realize. But also, I mean, they're all just very different people, and I think they end up like usurping a lot of Sif's communication agency in this. But also, like, it's complicated, and Sif has a lot of baggage. So I
guess, but is it complicated to be like, hey, Sif, what happened in the time loops?
Yeah, I don't see that as
Mira immediately was like, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear about what happened in the time loops.
That bothered me.
No, it's just like it's they're all like, hey, what happened in the time loops doesn't matter. You because of the time loops you were sad, and that's why you were mean to me yesterday. But we forgive you for that. Yeah. And it's just like, fucking, What, do you know what happened over the past year of this guy's life? Like,
so deeply traumatized.
Yeah, I'm actually mad at everyone right now. Like, I realize these were supposed to be really sweet scenes, but my response is I'm kind of mad at all of them.
Because they're kind of not digging any deeper. And I mean, I think potentially part of it is that maybe that they don't want to re-traumatize or inflict those cans of worms right now, but also I don't know if that's entirely
that would
true.
require them to realize that it was a can of worms. They don't even know that.
They don't even know. Like I think it's possible that they don't even know the scope of what Sif has gone through.
No,
you know, like they have no.
We don't know what Loop told them because their only understanding comes from whatever the heck Loop told them.
Yes,
but like I don't know.
Yeah.
If someone, I'm going to treat this like somebody was trapped on a deserted island.
Yes.
And they just got rescued.
Yeah.
I don't immediately be like, I love you and here's everything about you that I know about you. And I don't know. It just would like be really weird. I don't want to hear about what happened on the deserted island. Like, right. I don't know.
I don't want to hear about the traumatic experiences that you just went through and you really need to process.
Yeah.
Like, I just...
Even, I really liked the conversation with Bonnie, but even Bonnie was like, I know exactly what you, like, this is what you went through and this is how you feel. Day. And it's like, maybe I could describe how I feel. Maybe I could I don't know. Again, it's like, no, fucking... Sif hasn't learned their lesson. They never learned their lesson.
Yeah, it's really wild. And like, you know, on paper, you can say, like, you know, Loop goes to them and says, "Hi everyone, my name is Loop and I'm a star." And Sif has been stuck in a time loop. And like
for approximately, you know, 500 days.
Yeah.
And
it's like on paper, you can kind of go like, okay, time loop. Oh, you've been doing the same thing over and over again. Oh, that sucks. That would drive you insane and make you depressed. And sure, but I don't think they cannot know the scope of what just happened.
No,
you know? Like they can't comprehend that. And
Sif is barely coming out of like being so, you know, exhausted from using craft and also growing to gigantic sizes and also the world crumbling. It's just like, I don't know. You know what would have been lovely? Snack time.
Oh, yes.
You know what I mean? Having a moment where it's like, hey, everybody's tired, everybody's hungry, let's get snacks, let's sit and let's talk. And that's not what happened.
Yeah, because this is the perceived end of the loop when you go and talk to everybody. And I'm a little bit
suspect.
I'm sus from a meta perspective by all of these things happening. So we should probably...
We need to continue.
Finish out this scene with Issa, but I'm glad that we're on the same page here. That it's like, this... I'm a little...
It's cute, but it's weird.
It's cute, but I'm a little uncomfortable.
Yeah, I'm not feeling... I'm feeling something. The question is whether it's the right thing or whether it's not.
Yeah, there's an elephant in the room here. And maybe, I don't know, like, maybe I could come to enjoy the concept, the idea of Isabeau and Sif as a ship at some point too.
Yeah. I mean, like, again, like it's not that I don't think they're delightfully compatible. It's just the scenario continues to still be a little weird.
The scenario and the context that we've been presented with that's happened so far has made me go, boy.
Yeah.
There's a lot to unpack here.
No kidding.
So, I mean, again, a lot to unpack with all of them.
Yeah.
But especially in this moment, and with this character. So okay, I don't think I read this line.
Oh, sorry.
That's okay. Well, to be honest, I already knew. I have eyes. Yeah, is what he said.
Yeah.
But do you love me the same way I love you, though?
Give me some time to figure it out.
Of course. Take all the time you need, Sif. That's an appropriate response.
Your face feels warm. You can't stop smiling. Okay.
Okay. Change God? No.
After there's a pillar.
Oh.
People.
Oh, I didn't expect this.
That's frozen people from the house.
I don't wait. I don't know why I didn't expect this.
I didn't either.
But-
I just wanted to go. I always go and bop against the door.
Yeah. Oh.
Housemaiden Mirabel saved us all, didn't she?
That's what I heard. Is this a different librarian? Yeah, I think this is a different librarian.
A frozen librarian.
Yeah. Young housemaiden Mirabel. Feels like it was only yesterday that she asked me if she could borrow the first issue of The Cursing of Chateau Castle. And now she's saved the country.
I wonder if it would be awkward if I told her I'm proud of her.
Oh, sweetie. I think that hearing you say that would kill her on the spot.
Huh?
Do you know what I saw earlier? The pottery teacher giving a bonding earring to their partner.
Oh! We should congratulate them! Where are they not?
Oh, is that me? Oh, they obviously immediately booked it to their bedroom.
And I have bandages in case someone thought the king is hurt.
You know, Mirabel has healing crafts, right?
Well, I think seeing a bandage where you know you weren't hurt can be reassuring. Don't judge me.
Could you put a bandage on my hand?
Oh, are you hurt?
Not really, but this bandage has a little cat drawn on it, so I want it.
Okay.
Okay.
Huh.
Wait. Is that the not sleepy person, but the one
Oh,
standing
sorry.
in the hall?
I was asleep in the infirmary this whole time, and when I woke up, the sky was all weird. Some end of the world business. But I heard something and everything is okay now. I'm still sleepy, so... Good.
I get to give all these random NPCs. Oh, Mirabel really did do it. She saved all of us. Everyone will be so happy. Everyone will make sure she never has to worry about a thing now. Everyone will make sure to punish anyone who makes her sad ever. I have to give her back her book I borrowed for 6 months before anyone finds out.
Okay. Oh, she got her dog.
Aww.
My doggy! My doggy is okay! She's okay! My doggy! My puppy! My little puppers! She's okay, my puppy!
Well, you didn't talk to that person.
Sorry, I got distracted by the dog.
You! What do you think of my face?
You don't know how to respond. You think their face is a good face. So you give them a thumbs up.
Striking, yes. I succeeded then. I was in the changing room when the king attacked, see? I woke up, found out we were saved, and quickly finished crafting my body so I could make my grand re-entrance today.
Priorities. Oh, you give them 2 thumbs up.
Oh, hi.
They're so happy.
This little couple.
Oh, it's Mirabel's roommate.
Oh. Hey. Wait.
Go to your girlfriend.
Wait. Yeah.
Wait. She's 1 floor up. I thought.
Hey, you! Aren't you one of the saviors?
We heard about you. You were traveling with Mirabel.
Is Mirabel okay? Is she okay? Is the sunshine of my life okay?
Oh, that's sad. You
Oh.
loved her, and she was like, she's really annoying.
My absolute best friend, the roommate of my heart.
It's really sad.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
if Mirabel is hurt in any way, you'll have us to answer for her, so reply wisely. Their words are harsh, but they look very worried. You smile and point ahead.
Oh, she might be with Yuffie then.
Mirabel's okay? She isn't hurt? You shake your head. No, that's you.
Okay, we'll come and say hi later then. I'll need to go and plan a big kiss on Yuffie anyway.
Okay, so these two are just
Okay.
excited to
They're
see
just
each
excited
other.
dancing. Yeah.
All right, that's fine. That's a good. Thank you for telling us, stranger.
And for being at her side.
Oh, no. Genuine thanks. You run away.
How far can we go?
Sifrin! Are you going back to Dormont?
We'll come with you. Yeah, you're stupid if you think we're leaving you to do whatever you want right now. You heard the kid, Sifrin.
You smile.
No, wait.
I guess we'll come back to talk
We have
with
to talk to
Euphrasie.
Euphrasie.
Take your time, Sifrin. Let Isabeau know when you're ready to go. Oh, but by the way, Sifrin, I don't know if you'd know where to find them, but can you tell Luke thank you for me?
From all of us. We wouldn't have found you without them. Especially that hallway. Without them, we'd have been crushed. And they helped us with the sadnesses and what their weaknesses were too.
Yes, we could hear them while we went through the house, but as we got closer to you, we could hear them less and less.
They seemed really worried about you too.
So, maybe you have a way to talk to them? So you can tell them thank you, from all of us, for bringing us to you.
Loop.
So we can't go talk to the head housemaiden?
I think if we talk to Isabeau, we'll go back.
Oh, okay.
Because she said, let Isabeau know when you're ready.
Okay.
So.
Okay.
Hey, fashionable lady.
Oh my god, we gotta remember all these fucking voices. Oh, I hope housemaiden Mirabel is okay.
Mirabel.
Huh? What's that sigh for?
Do you not like Mirabel, you
yeah,
me.
sorry, you're right.
Do you not like Mirabel, you monster?
She owns the 3rd issue of The Cursing of Chateau Castle.
Yes. And?
First edition.
What? The one that supposedly has a misprint that foreshadows something that happens in issue 63? Isn't there only 10 of those in circulation in Vaugarde? How did she...
She sent a letter to the publishing company that straddled the line between adorable and stern so well the publishing company sent her a copy, along with an autograph from the author.
Oh, housemaiden Mirabel, you're so cool.
Cute.
Oh,
Hey,
she got
your
her wife
wife!
back. This one. Why this one? What?
What'd she pick? She's looking at her wife with incredulous smile on her face. What'd she pick? The unfrozen lady is wearing a necklace with uneven, weirdly shaped pearls.
She's never been voiced.
It has personality. I love it.
Meanwhile, her wife's like,
I had so many good options for
picked
you.
that one? Okay. So. Oh wait.
It's the one with the
Oh.
cane.
Oh, I think you were the flower growing one.
I think sure.
Or was I both?
So you were definitely both. Yes.
I don't remember what their voices are.
Flower growing one is who gives us the flower. The beautiful one is the one with the cane.
Okay. I've heard everyone in Dormont has gotten flowers or flower seeds from you at some point, and that you've even given some flowers to some of the travelers. I thought you were the flower. I did.
I did. All right, I'll take the flower guy.
So, why haven't I gotten any?
Oh, it's true. Their house doesn't have any flowers around it, does it? You know why?
Oh, come on. How long will you hold that over me for? I didn't mean to step on your foot this hard the last time we danced together.
Oh yeah. Well, a dispute. You leave them to it. Okay.
Okay.
Where's the
I love how we're
fishermen?
like, okay.
Shh. The fish are back. Don't make a sound. Step back and let me fish. You silently nod and tiptoe away.
Can we learn more about what happened to our country or to colors?
No. No, we cannot, Allison. Why would you ask something like that in this here epilogue? No.
Loop.
Line one hears you walking towards them.
Oh, hello. Feels nice to hear people laugh again, isn't it?
Okay. All right, I'll go talk to Loop.
Okay. Unless are there any?
Oh, are you
the runner?
Huh.
Oh, who's this?
You don't recognize this person. Were they in the village before?
Oh, go for it.
Hi. You're one of the saviors, right? Thank you for your help. I stayed in my home while everything was happening with the king. I was too scared to come out.
Were you in the locked house?
I thought that if I stayed inside, I wouldn't be frozen in time or anything. Which, was stupid because everyone in Dormont got frozen for like a few hours. But now we're back, so I went out so I could party with everyone.
Wait, all of Dormont got frozen for a few hours
It's
while
casual.
we were in there?
Don't worry about it.
Oh.
I miss talking with everyone. I'm glad I can still do it now. And it's thanks to you and Mirabel and everyone who helped her. So thank you for saving us. Genuine thanks. Ugh, you escape.
Gag me with a spoon.
You approach the Change God statue. You close your eye. Oh, okay.
Huh.
I don't need to
Okay.
do that.
I don't think so.
Okay,
Who
I'm gonna go
else-
talk to Loop.
Yeah, go talk to Loop. Let's do it. Loop, are you here?
The favorite tree.
No.
You
I
step forward.
Mm.
The sun is shining. The wind is blowing through the village. The tree's leaves rustle around gently. There's no one under the tree. You walk a little farther, look around, trying to see if there's anything left behind, but there's nothing. Loop is gone. Why? Where'd they go? Or they were here to help you with the loops, weren't they? The loops won't happen anymore. You're too weak for it. So has Loop You see something shine where Loop used to sit. You pick it up. It's a silver coin. A silver coin, but
Can we look at it? There's two of them.
it's the silver coin you found under the favor tree. You look at it from all angles. It's a simple silver coin. Vagardian currency. Nothing makes this coin different from any other silver coin out there. It has no recognizable grooves, no special design. And yet, you know. You've seen this coin before. You've traveled with a similar one before, after all. Journeyed across time with one. The one item you could never get rid of. And this coin you found under the favor tree, where Loop used to sit, this coin you're holding, is a perfect copy of yours. But your own coin is still in your pocket. So, why was a perfect copy of your own coin here? Loop? Silence. Loop, answer me. Or should I call you by your previous name instead? Feet!
Feet.
Little feet! Oh. Loop is here. Loop is staying silent, looking away, letting you look at them. There's nothing about their appearance that you recognize from your reflection in a mirror, but you're certain. This is you. You take your own silver coin out of your pocket, then flip it, aiming it towards Loop for them to catch. They take it out of the air without looking, and mindlessly roll it across their fingers. Oh, Stardust. So you've won, haven't you? You broke the loops, defeated the king, talked to your party, realized that all along the reason you were stuck here was because of a stupid, blinding wish you made. Aww. I'm so happy for you. You got your perfect ending after all. And now, I have nothing left to say to you. You should go.
I'm uncomfortable.
Why are you still here? What do you want me to say? What else is there to say? You've won! Oh, Stardust. You know, I was just like you once. A stupid, aimless traveler trying to find any reason to keep going. And then I met everyone. And felt that finally I had people I could count on. People I could love. And then I got scared. And made the exact mistake you did. Make a stupid blinding wish, hoping I could stay with them. Went through the house, tried to fight the king, tried to win.
This
is start again, a prologue. Yeah,
This
yes.
is start again.
Correct.
Oh.
Did that for so long, I couldn't even give you a number. And then I couldn't do it anymore. You see, not unlike you a few hours ago, I did a very special kind of giving up. And unlike you, who gave up on your wish and almost destroyed the world in the process, I gave up on my wish and destroyed myself and made another wish instead. I wished it could be over. I wished I could get out of here. I wished for someone to help me. For someone, anyone, to help me. And someone did help me, right? The universe did. They got me out of here! And trapped me in some other Cyphrin's loop instead. And it was fine. It was different. It was even peaceful for a while. I didn't have to stay inside the house trying to defeat the king. I didn't have to fight. I didn't have to struggle. I didn't have to do anything. I just had to watch. And be happy that at least I wasn't the only idiot out there who had trapped themselves eternally in time. I just had to be happy that at least this time it wasn't me. And now, you. So, since you won't leave, here's what I'm thinking. Let's fight, you and I. Let's have a cute, minuscule, old-fashioned little fight like a bonded couple. Okay? Nothing to say still? Stars killing you will make me so happy. Are you ready? No, you don't get a choice. We're doing it. Let's go, Stardust.
Whoa.
Let's just get right to it.
That had Sans fight vibes.
It does. Also, I feel like Start Again Sif is just better than we are. By which I mean, like, they got to loop 2000.
9,000.
Yeah,
I don't know.
They got real deep into
They
it.
got so deep they ascended. Like
Yeah. Hey, out of curiosity, what do we? Oh, we don't have just attack because we're mentally well.
Oh,
What do we
we
think?
have regenerate.
We've always had regenerate.
I guess that's fair. Oh,
What do
have
we
items.
think Loop's hands are doing? What those hands do? Is that paper? What is that?
Ambiguous craft.
Okay.
Because they're beyond craft.
That's fair.
This is wild shit. Can I just say this?
Yeah. Yes.
I'm a little I'm like also not not surprised, but also I didn't know. This is so interesting.
Funny. You know what is funny? It's like this is both a plot twist and so unsurprising that I barely reacted.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
It's like this slots very cleanly into pretty much every thought we had.
Yes.
Except for I guess I didn't expect it to actually happen. But then it's like, yeah. Yes.
But yeah.
It's the simulacra copy echo chamber,
Yep.
which we thought combined with the why is loop not in start again. Like, yeah, it's very clean.
It makes everything valid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're gonna do this.
It's literally oops all theories.
Oh, wow. That
Oh,
hurt you more than
wow.
I expected it to. You're out of practice, old man.
Where's your knife?
Ooh, weak sauce.
Oh, you wave goodbye. There's gonna be multiple stages to this fight, I'm sure.
One would assume.
Yeah, there's gotta be.
Ah!
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, well, you're still looping.
They're
'Cause I was-
loop.
Yeah, I know, but... but... okay, but...
I still like. I'm curious. No, did this version of ourselves have any memory of where they came from, or not?
It's hard to tell because
No?
by now, not really.
Right, but I mean, like, I
It
guess
seems like this is just like for whatever reason at the very end of this game, it's like multiverses exist.
yes,
Yeah, it's
which
just
I have,
like yeah.
which I have theorized about the whole time, but we haven't received any evidence until now that that's the case.
Yeah,
You know
but
what
I
mean?
don't know if it's trying to imply that all of the loops created multiverses. I think it's more just like there are multiple.
Yeah, they
universes.
exist and can exist.
I don't know.
And this is two versions of ourselves colliding.
Sure.
And basically
Sure.
what I was getting at was Loop, this version of ourselves has reached stardom, so to speak. How do we get
By
to
a
that point?
wish.
Through the wish, right?
Yeah.
Was it a self-fulfilling thing where the wish is what just ultimately ended up destroying our home country, do we think?
No,
Still?
I don't think
Is
so
it
at all.
unrelated?
I think this is they were stuck in the exact same loop and start again.
And made another wish to get out.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
think that has I think this is just loop timeline hopped.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
They just went whoop over into a different Sif's time loop.
Yep.
Yeah.
And they were the ones that did.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna proceed so that I can be doing the fight while we're talking.
You're right,
Here's
totally.
a tutorial for you. If I die, I can loop back. What? Oh, what? Surprised you're not the only one who can loop back. Have you forgotten? Have you forgotten who I used to be? Oh, it's okay. I know you forget literally everything. That's just the kind of person you are. Keep fighting. Keep fighting.
Loop. What the hell? Oh, Loop.
I
What
thought we
the
had
hell?
something special, Stardust.
I thought we had something special. You wanted to save us and get us and have our family go and help us. I guess because.
Oh, that's such a. Sorry, I just realized a cute little Easter egg for this plot twist.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Loop always refers to Isabeau as the fighter, but he's not. He's the defender.
That's right.
But I think he was the fighter in Start Again.
I think you're
Yeah.
right. Yeah.
Sorry, that just occurred to me. That's cute.
Oh. Yeah, that is. I was gonna say something else, but now I don't remember. We're gonna be stuck in this loopy fighting loop forever.
Well, we'll see. Stage! Lights! Action! Oh, you know, in a way, I am so very proud of you. You did so good, Stardust. I am so proud, Stardust. The universe brought you to victory. It only had to lead and you followed. And I suppose what the universe wanted from me was to just shut up and take it. Oh, everyone's favorite cosmic joke.
Why did you help us though? Why did you help us? Why did you have our
I think
family?
they thought that if they couldn't get out of a loop, why was there any indication that we could? I think they just assumed we were here forever and that this was a fun. Basically, I made a couple jokes.
Stuck.
Yeah, I made a couple jokes about how it would be great if Sif could just like not participate in the time loops for a little bit.
Yeah.
You know, like not go into the, and that's basically what this Sif did.
Yeah.
I think they just didn't think that it could end.
Because it was unending, so they just eventually
Yeah,
stopped.
I mean, in their defense, I have no idea why this ending would be permanent for us, whereas their start again ending was not permanent for them, but, you know, so fair
Yeah.
enough. From a main character, to a stage director, to sponsor, to corpse. The king, I never could beat him. Did you know that? No matter how hard I tried, the king always defeated me. And yet, look how easily you beat him your first time. Oh, you may think it was easy, but just seeing you succeed, I was so blindingly angry. Why did you manage to beat him so easily? What kept me from defeating him? What script was I following that kept me from victory? Is that what the universe wanted from me? The universe, the stars, the king, our country. I hate them all. I hate them. They can all die.
This version of ourselves
It's rough.
It's rough. It is literally looking into a future alternate timeline. That's
Yeah,
I-
but like, does Loop think they're gonna take our place?
yeah. Like, what
What is the goal here?
what are you hoping will happen here?
Or is it just like hoping to have a punching bag? Ooh, hey there, buddy. You're doing great. And the curtains open once more. I finally saw your party earlier. I did really well. This whole time, made sure they never saw me. Made sure I never saw them. As pale copies of the party I knew.
Oh,
I didn't want to see them ever again. Didn't want to know. Can you believe? I forgot their names for a time. Despair and trauma does that to you sometimes, doesn't it? But I had to talk to them, didn't I? I was ready to tell them everything. Tell them who I was, what happened to me, that they had to go after you. And yet when they saw me, it was like they were looking at a stranger.
oh yeah. We tried to show Luke what they looked like too.
Yeah.
because they don't know.
You
Or
don't
at least
realize they
didn't
look
know.
like they're a star.
They're a
yeah.
star now. Yeah.
Can you imagine how that feels, Stardust?
Yeah. Like, essentially, this Sif's body has just been morphed by the universe and time
Yeah.
and space. And it's like, how old is this version of us?
I
Like,
mean, ancient.
ancient,
Yeah.
yeah.
That
Like-
at least we kind of know.
Uh-huh.
It's rough. It's rough, buddy.
That's rough.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's rough, buddy.
yeah. Yeah. It's like, oh,
It's just attack
Hey,
because they're
it's-
still
it's our
upset, but we
pose.
can't just attack
Yeah.
because we're fine now, I guess. feel like we're still suffering from mana sickness and all of that,
A
but I
little
guess we're
bit.
fine.
Yeah, I mean, I guess we can do craft now.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. It doesn't matter.
I loved them. I loved them. I loved them. And yet they didn't recognize me. Didn't remember me. Because it never happened to me, didn't it? It happened to you. You're the one who got their perfect ending. This, remembering the times I spent with them when they can't remember me. This is worse. This is worse than forgetting. I wish I could forget Stardust. Oh, Stardust. Do you know how this feels? Can you imagine it? Do you know how this feels to know that some copy of you won and you're left with nothing? Mirabel, Isabeau, Odile, Bonnie. They were mine. They were mine. They were mine. They were mine first. And you stole them from me.
You're in another timeline.
Yeah. Oh, but look, you're right. It sucks. I'm not trying to minimize that. This is bad. This is a bad scene, my friend.
Yeah, like, I guess like I'm trying to think of what they could or could not have done, or like what their motivation was once they got shunted over here.
I think it was just I think they were just done.
Stall, figure it out.
Yeah.
Just don't, yeah.
Because they said they gave up.
Nihilism.
They did a special type of giving up.
Yeah. Yeah. How many times do you want to do this? We could be stuck here.
It's already changed.
That's true.
Yeah, and there's been ongoing dialogue. There's not been a moment yet that I'm like,
I know.
Yeah.
I'm just kind of playing into it a little bit.
I mean, to be clear, yeah, I was about to say, I don't think.
There's no other options.
Yeah.
Oh.
I think we're here until we can reconcile. It'd be, hey, it'd be great if we could talk.
That's what I
once.
was gonna say.
With anybody.
I would love to talk.
Maybe especially ourselves. Make that echo chamber a good thing.
Yeah, right? Like,
Yeah.
maybe we can communicate with ourselves here.
I mean, I suppose we are. Loop is
That's
talking
true.
to us.
Yeah.
We're not responding.
Always someone talking to us.
I know.
Yeah. Come on, Sif. Come on, Sif. Let's... We can't access our coin or anything.
That's what I was looking for.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's what I was thinking of that earlier.
Okay.
All right. Okay. Are you just gonna guard?
I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do.
I mean, it seems like attacking
We don't
does
ha-
advance.
Yeah, we don't have the talk option, which would be neat. Or
Yeah.
ask option or whatever. Like we did with the king.
Yeah. It seems like we just need to keep attacking, and then Loop will speak when they're ready. Oh.
Loop flinched. Seeing the opening, you strike.
Well, I spoke too soon.
Loop can't fight anymore. You've won.
They're probably so tired.
I mean, their eye is red.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw that.
Like-
yeah.
Because their wish is broken.
Mhm.
Like, You. Siffrin. Stardust. Whatever our real name actually is. Just kill me. Huh? Why? Why? Are you stupid? Or isn't it obvious? I wanted to kill you. So I could take your place. I wanted what you have. Stars, I still do. You don't want another you walking around. You should just kill me and get on with your stupid life. You laugh. My self-hatred isn't that strong that I'd literally kill another me. You've got weird priorities. But what if I'm asking you to? What if I want this? What if dying is the ending I want? Stardust, please. Please, just kill me. I don't want to be here. What else is there for me now? You've won, so I should be gone. I can't go back to how it was before, because that past is gone. I can't go back to my friends because they won't recognize me. There's nothing else for me to do. No script to follow. No universe to lead me. Loop sobs. Why? Why did this have to be you? I could have. I wanted to. If only back then if I had held on longer, maybe then. Oh, Loop. But don't you get it? What is there to get? The reason I succeeded, maybe? What? It's thanks to you, Loop.
Yeah.
What? Without you, I would have given up too. You were here at my side telling me to keep going. Yeah, you didn't tell me everything. Yeah, you didn't know what to do. But just knowing that I wasn't alone, that you were here. You're lying. Not. You're lying! Not. You're... Loop. Mira sends her thanks, by the way. They all do. Thanks? To me? You laugh. Who else helped them get all the way to the king? They told me to say thank you for bringing them to me.
I can't help but feel like they did that because, you know, they're still Sifrin, so they still care about them and ultimately us because we're them and they're us.
Yeah.
Even though they're like, I'm trying to replace you. Like, I
just don't think they thought it would work. I think they thought we needed to all be together because we love each other and that's how it works. But I don't think they thought that we'd break the loop.
No, yeah.
So I think in the aftermath they're like, God damn it, or universe damn it.
Yeah.
I don't know,
What the hell, universe?
For saving me. See? Stardust. Why couldn't it be me? I don't know. Maybe it was in the script. Maybe it was what the universe wanted. Or maybe it's no one's fault. I'm sorry, Sifrin.
Oh.
And thank you, Loop. Without you, I would have given up a long time ago. Thank you for helping me this whole time. Loop doesn't respond.
Oh.
Loop, can we... Sifrin. You flinch. Please? You're going to have to talk to them from now on. No more keeping how you feel from them. We both know where this leads. And if one day, no matter what you do, everyone's paths and yours diverge, you'll have to learn to be okay with it. We can't do this again. Hold them hostage against their knowledge, against their will, just because we're lonely. learning to talk to them, learning to let go, it'll be hard. It'll feel impossible. You might think you'd rather die than share how you feel. After all, isn't bottling things up the reason you managed to break the loops? You didn't have to tell them anything until the very end, and it turned out fine, didn't it? But if I had talked to them earlier, then maybe... Yeah, dummy. If only you had been strong enough to talk to them, maybe this whole story wouldn't have happened at all.
At least we're addressing it.
It's true.
Together here.
Although Loop talked with their party, so...
Yeah,
you know.
That's true, yeah.
Oh well. It doesn't matter now. You can barely see Loop's hands anymore.
Oh.
Loop? Where will you go now? Oh, Stardust. I don't know. I'll join you so that we can be one. I'll die. I'll stay under the tree forever. Does it matter? It does. You're sweet, Stardust. Aw, don't worry, Stardust. Somehow, I'm sure I'll see you again. You and everybody else. Mirabel, Isabeau, Odile, and Bonnie. I need to accept their thanks in person, don't I? That's just basic etiquette. And I'll need to give you back your silver coin, eventually. You do? I'll see you all again soon enough, Stardust. I promise. I super promise. I super duper promise. So don't forget me, okay?
Like talking to yourself, have one last chat with Loop is the thing we got. Friend! Oh, we're still going.
Sifrin! Welcome back!
Wow. We were getting worried. Is everything okay?
I said thanks to Loop.
Oh, I'm glad.
Ah, the star person. I hoped you'd bring them back so we could give our thanks in person. Same here. But they looked shy, so maybe they were too embarrassed to see us again.
Shy? Me? Absolutely not!
Which is too bad, because I have so many questions for them.
You evoked an existential terror in me that I cannot articulate, so unfortunately, I will have to keep my distance for now.
Yeah. I hope we'll see them again soon. Yeah, I want to ask them how it feels to glow.
Bonnie, you can't ask someone how it feels to glow.
Huh? Why not? Well, either way, I hope you told them to come and see us anytime, Sifrin.
You smile, a little sadly. I did. I hope they'll come and say hi again soon, too.
Sifrin, you look sad.
Just thinking about them.
Tell them they're you!
No, that would require communication. We've not unlocked that skill yet.
We're working on it. Huh. Well, you'll have to tell us more about them sometime, yeah? Like, how the crap did you two meet? Or why they're a star? Or how they knew about your loop thingies? I have so many questions.
You laugh and nod.
Nice. Now that that's done, we should go back and talk to the head housemaiden. Ready, Sifrin?
Yeah.
Girl, do you want to save?
Fine. Yeah, sure.
For fun.
Sure, why not? Sure, why not?
Just throw a save in there. Why not? You right? I can feel it. We both know this. It's all over when you talk to me. So, Have you done everything you needed to do?
It's an ominous thing to say in a reality where time will continue after this moment.
You're going
what,
to leave.
What do you mean it's all over when I talk to you?
That's like what Sifrin usually says in their head.
No, I know. It's just really funny, like, in universe. Like, what the fuck does that mean, Euphrasia?
I'm so freaked out.
Yeah, we're ready. Let's go.
Wonderful. All of you, come closer. Come closer.
You finished talking to everyone, so this is it, isn't it? The end of your journey, once more. It's all over when you talk to her. For the final time.
Traveling one. Are you worried? Worried? About what?
About looping back? I'd always loop back when I died. And whenever I'd talk to you. You would talk, and then the loop would...
Whenever we talk? But why?
Maybe because...
Because talking to you means our journey to save Vogard is really over, isn't it? And for you, Sifrin, it also meant all of us going our separate ways, doesn't it?
The very thing the loops were trying to stop.
Oh. So you think you might still go back?
No. You won't. You're too exhausted. Too weak, but what if?
Nah, it won't happen.
So quick!
But how do you know?
What? You don't trust me? You'll be fine. You'll stay right here with us.
Because we'll stay together for a while longer now, friend. We'll still be together for a while. And after that, we'll still be together even if we're not. Plus, I doubt there's any craft left for you to use. You really burned yourself out earlier.
I just fought a different parallel universe version of myself. I can do whatever I want.
I'm a star!
I'm a star. I have craft reservoirs that you can even imagine.
I have the power of the universe and anime on my side.
Don't tell me what I can't do, Odile. No! Don't tell me what I can't do. All right.
My bet is that your little temper tantrum earlier used up all that energy from your wish. You might still be able to use some craft now, although I wouldn't recommend it for a bit. But I doubt you have any energy left over for time craft. You won't loop back. I'll super duper promise if you want.
You laugh. Yes, you know it's over. There's nothing to tell you otherwise, but...
We could, we could hold hands?
Hold hands?
Hold hands?
Hold hands.
If Frin is worried, I don't know. Just an idea.
That way, even if you do go back, we'll all go back with you, right?
I'm not sure that's how it works.
That sounds right to me, yes?
Fine. Let's hold hands then.
Odile takes Bonnie's hand.
Head housemaiden? Oh! Yes, of course! I can't believe you're including me in this moment.
Oh my goodness. The head housemaiden puts her hand in Odile's and takes Mirabel's also.
Isabeau?
Yes!
Mirabel and Isabeau happily link hands.
Frin!
Euphrasia's over there like...
I'm just happy to be here.
Just thrilled to be in this moment.
Come on, Frin!
Bonnie's sticky hand grabs yours.
Sif!
And this one too, look!
Oh.
Shyly, you put your hand in Isabeau's. You feel warm.
Oh.
Well, if it ended every time you talked to the head housemaid in Sif, then maybe tell us a story, Madame Head Housemaiden.
Oh, what kind of story should I tell? Funny one.
A cute one?
A nice one.
What about Belle? Huh? Well, everyone, let me tell you about the very first time Mirabel made a classroom explode.
No!
Yes!
You close your eye. The head housemaiden's words wash over you. Your head doesn't hurt. Your chest feels warm.
We better not smell sugar.
Your stomach is full. You feel Bonnie and Isabeau gripping your hands tightly. You feel the wind caress your hair. You feel nothing but the world around you. You inhale. It smells like fresh air and leaves on a sunny day. You smile. And scene. Okay, I guess he made it out.
We made it out.
Good for him.
Yeah! Insert disc 5.
Ann Arbor Game Studios. Woo!
Woo! Yes.
Wow.
And Studio Thumpy Puppy.
It's a good soundtrack. Well
It's
done.
a good one. It's a good one. And BFXR. Oh, that's all.
That's
There's
all
not
the
all
other.
of y'all.
Yeah, it's a lot.
And others.
An RPG maker. No, anyway. Fascinating.
Whoa.
Huh.
Whoa.
There's a lot to unpack.
I'm gonna kick
this
off. I'm
one.
gonna kick off with the elephant in the room, and then we can work back.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, elephant in the room. I am wrestling with whether I think playing Start Again a prologue improves or messes with the experience of playing this game.
Whoa.
And what I mean by that is Start Again a prologue set me up to be prepared for a unhappy ending so thoroughly that there's not a moment where I thought that was going to actually work out the way that it did.
I know. I was like, we were both like,
yeah,
pressed against the couch here with bated breath,
which
kind
is
of
neat.
waiting.
I love that tension, but also
Yeah.
there clearly was a point in the finale where I was supposed to breathe out, and I never got there. And that's very interesting.
You know what? I got there when at the very, very end, when Sifrin inhales and smells fresh air and leaves.
I agree.
And that was it. And I was like, okay, and we're out. And that was interesting because, again, all the way until the end, to me at least, the game feels like it has been lockstep with my feelings about what's happening along with Sif's. Because all the way until that point, like, that's why we were holding hands and, like, and we couldn't even speak to the head housemaid in that moment then because we were so afraid that was going to take
Good for you. Get out of there.
and the little Sif-shaped indent in
Yep.
the grass. Aw. So I appreciate it so much for that, you know, because I feel like it all the way to the end has delivered on the emotional beat and the emotional weight of Sif's experience echoing the player's experience and vice versa. So I'll give it that because I didn't feel, I agree with you. I didn't feel like I could relax until that moment at the end there, with those last two lines. For me at least.
That's definitely fair. And I agree. I think those last two lines were like a no for real though. I don't know if I emotionally felt that. I think I it's not even that I was waiting for the other shoe to drop. It was just, this is gonna sound really weird. I'm not sure I feel like we earned it. I don't know, over what happened in Start Again. It's like, I kind of align with Loop a little bit here, where it's like, that didn't feel like we did something notably different than what Loop did. In fact, Loop, I feel like, did connect with the party in a more meaningful and genuine way.
Yeah.
Where they had to sit down and talk.
Whereas this Siffrin,
I never felt
did.
like they actually learned again, I feel like we never actually connected with our party. I feel like we never actually expressed ourselves. I mean, I guess we did in that we turned into a giant and yelled at each other for a little bit, but like, what I was sort of expecting to happen is there to be one more loop where, and it would have hurt and it would have sucked, but to have one more loop where Sif did go to the party and talked.
Yeah.
I think that's what I was expecting. And I'm not saying that would have been better, but it does. I don't know. Those final conversations struck me as really weird.
Would it make sense to have included that when, one, that already happens and Start Again, and two, this is a different Sif. So like this Sif is just like internalizing and internalizing and internalizing over and over and over again, and that has led to a different manifestation of this Sif's relationship with the party. And what I'm saying is I agree with you. I'm not sure if Start Again helps or hinders or adds upon the story or takes away from it, because they're both operating as these standalone like stories, but they're also obviously like intertwined because both Sifs are here, and they both exist within their
exactly. It's like
their universes, and then they cross.
I liked the loop reveal, so that's where it's like, I think that's nice, but I don't know. It's that, Sif reaches absolute rock bottom. Has their psyche is falling apart. They have lashed out and hurt all of the people that they care most about. They are risking life and limb. They have no regard for their self-preservation, their personhood, their wants, their needs, their anything anymore. And then they get like a moment of like
connection.
Not even, I mean, I guess, but like I more mean like the worst happens, which is their party in their mind, their party finds out that this is going on, and it's not that bad. They're fine with it, and then it's over. It's like I guess it didn't feel like there was reinforcement of it. It's like the moment they got any positive like feedback, it was like, okay, and okay, never mind. I was silly to worry. Everything's fine. The world didn't end when they found out. It almost did because the world was ending, but the world didn't end when they found out, and we can move forward together. Which I think is fine. It's like, I think that's perfectly fine. It just like, I don't know, there's something about it that feels...
We didn't hit the moral of this whole story kind of thing.
And I'm not even saying the story had to have a moral necessarily. I don't know. It just felt like there was a beat missing or something. And again, that's just me. I'm not trying to ruin any other, like, anyone's perception of this at all. I think I'm struggling because I actually don't know why I'm feeling a little incomplete right now. But it was still a lovely ending.
Yeah, and I still feel like we hit some real, like, major emotional beats within Act 5 and the end here. You know, like there was still oddly, I feel like the most emotional catharsis was coming from when in the moments where Sif was lashing out and like finally like communicating very poorly and in a toxic way, but finally letting it go. But I don't know, I guess to me it's like, I don't know, but he's still not healed, like, but I think that's okay because that still needs that's going to continue to happen, and like Sif and his family are going to move forward and do that.
Yeah,
but
I'm
I
not
see
saying
what
you have to, you know, perfectly work through your trauma in exactly the right way in order to you know, proceed with life. I like that everybody is taking on growth and healing and togetherness as they move forward. I like that the party members shared the same desire, that it was sort of the shared wish that trapped them all together. Like, obviously Sif framed this as something I inflicted on my friends, and that's true, but also it looks like it was something they all held in their hearts together.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I know what you mean though, because Start Again.
I also don't want to frame this as like Start Again did it right or anything like that. I'm not framing it that way.
I'm seeing that I'm seeing it as like very two interesting and distinct like exactly what they are, separate timelines and separate like universes and interpretations of our main character, and like how they could or could not interpret, react, and internalize.
Obviously,
everything
they don't have to rhyme with one. The only reason I brought up Start Again is just because the expectation for a tragic ending, I think, did potentially affect my approach to the story.
Sure.
But what I'm not trying to say is that Start Again did it right or that they had to mirror each other or anything. What I am saying though is that I don't know. I maybe I'm just gonna have to think about this ending for a little bit.
Yeah.
Because I'm still a little befuddled by it. I'm not, and again, I'm not saying this in a negative or positive way. It was I guess I just wasn't expecting a unambiguously,
we got out okay.
unerringly everybody wins, everybody lives, everything is positive, the world is good, and we will heal, and nothing hurts, and like that. It just feels a little strange. It pivoted so hard so fast. Because yes, Sif is healing, but also Sif didn't even have any of their scary superpower abilities anymore. Like when we were fighting Loop, like it was just like, oh, it's better now. They weren't mad. It's better now.
Yeah.
They weren't mad, so I can leave the loop. I don't know. And maybe it's because I wasn't sure about how the wishes were interacting. It seems like that was just a red herring. They simply weren't. The only wish was Sif's wish. End of story.
And that's the one that supersedes over everything.
I don't think any of the other wishes existed. None of them did the right rituals. So.
None of them did the right rituals. And if you think about it, if it's gonna have this sort of cascade effect through the universe, it like everything would still happen the way it would in order to resolve Sif's wish. Do you know what I mean? Like,
we don't know that because again, there was all the conversation about how multiple wishes interact, and we don't know. Yeah. And I think ultimately it's like it doesn't matter. It was just Sif's wish.
Yeah. Okay.
Which is fine.
Fascinating. Yeah. There's the I understand what you're feeling. I definitely do. I think. I mean, regardless, this game is like really, really beautiful and masterfully like written, and
this is one of the best games I've played in ages. I think it is masterful.
Yeah,
absolutely masterful. I think the writing, I think the way, like the pacing, I think the way it has such an unerring read of its audience is like magic. I genuinely don't know how they pulled it off.
It's kind of uncanny.
Yeah.
You know?
So please don't interpret what I'm saying. We just experienced the end of the game. I'm reacting to the end of the game.
Yeah.
The game as a whole, I think, is... I can't even articulate what it is. I think it is absolutely one of the most remarkable games that I've ever played. I think this cast is one that will stay with me forever.
100%. Yeah.
God, Sif.
What a fucking character.
Yeah.
Sif
God,
Rin.
Sif.
Wow. Yeah. And like what an amazing encapsulation of a character study this entire game is. You know, like yes, it's a story about these other characters and about the party and stuff, but it's really an extensive character study.
Absolutely.
of Sif. like, and just yeah.
It is a true deep dive with this the single character, and I'm so grateful for it because I Sif's such a good character.
Yeah.
It's a really interesting one where it's like he functions as not a silent protagonist, but like that kind of protagonist at times where you feel like, you know, is just responding to prompts and all of that. And then as you start to dig deeper, he's such a complex and layered and genuine but breaking character, and seeing, you know, the high highs and the low lows and the way they reach to connect with people while also building very strong walls is just remarkable. I really love them.
I absolutely agree. It's a great spin and subversion of the silent protagonist trope and the like dark and broody rogue trope, you know? Like, I see exactly what the intent was with Sif. It's like, what about what's really going on in the head of your silent protagonist, or your, like, you know, your sneaky rogue in the party whose job it is to, you know, disarm traps and lead in front, and
then on top of that, it's a deconstruction of the amnesiac protagonist, where it's like, oh yeah, this blank slate amnesiac protagonist that you can overlay with whatever sort of experience that you want, and they're like, no, what does it mean to not have a past? What does that mean and do to a person if they don't? Like, so I think it's incredibly clever. I love Sif, and then I love the rest of the party. Bonnie is a bundle of utter charm. I love
so
Isabeau's like intelligence and incredible perception, but also cowardice, and I just think that's an interesting combo. And good old Odile.
Odile, again, a fun deconstruction of, like, the mom trope,
or the Rain style researcher.
Yes.
Yeah. I feel like Odile and Rain share a lot.
Yes.
Yeah.
100%.
Rain from Tales of Symphonia.
Yeah.
And Mirabel is such a lovely, like, way to approach the chosen one, you know, the external chosen one style character.
Wait, is Rain from Tales of Symphonia or Tales of the Abyss?
Tales of Symphonia.
Tales of Symphonia.
Yeah.
Who am I thinking from Tales of the Abyss?
Jade.
No. Yes, Jade. Right, because Jade's the researcher in that
Yes.
one. Yes. Okay. Sorry. I had a moment of panic.
That's fine.
Okay. Yes. Just. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, you're good. So, point being, I love this cast. I love the way the gameplay worked here. I really enjoyed, again, the lockstep with the players.
That's probably my favorite. Potentially my favorite thing that this game has done is the reflection of the feelings of the actual gameplay, reflecting, like, one-to-one what Sif is going through. And I feel like that is such an incredible piece of storytelling that you can only get from a game like this.
I completely
like, that
agree.
can't exist in any other space.
And you know that's my favorite thing. A game that can only be a game is one of my favorite damn things, although I know this was a comic first.
But in its current form,
yes.
It's like I can't really I can't imagine experiencing it any other way. Like in just like what those emotional connections like lead to in the gameplay itself, like with the story. So it's just so incredible. Yeah. Wow.
So yeah, I'm so glad that we got to experience this together. This has been a really, really, really special one to share.
Agreed.
And I'm glad that you all were able to join us for this ride, because wow, we really went some places with it.
We really did. This one goes on a big ass journey, and I'm really, really glad that we got to go on that journey together and with these characters. And wow. And with all of you. Yeah. And thank you all so very much for joining us.
And we will see you in the next one.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.